Hey everyone, it's Jaclyn and welcome back to my channel.
Hello, voiceover Jaclyn here. I was gonna delete this video because I was having mega audio issues, but I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna post it. So bear with the poor audio, or don't. I wouldn't blame you if you guys just clicked out now. Anyways, sorry about that. It won't happen again. Enjoy the video.
So today I wanted to walk you guys through my favorite products from 2017. I know everyone says this, but literally, where did the year go? I cannot believe we're already heading into 2018. That's crazy to me. Actually, it's not 2018 yet for me because I'm pre-filming this, because right now, when you're watching this, I'm gonna be in sunny California. Well, hopefully it's sunny. Anyway, so this video was pre-filmed. I've still got like 2 weeks left of 2017. Regardless, so I don't necessarily have a product from each category. I just kind of wanted to pick a collection of products that I loved or discovered in 2017 or rediscovered, and just some products that I just truly couldn't live without. So without further ado, let's hop into it. First off, I'm going to start with a primer. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Skin Booster. Now this is more of like a serum. It's kind of marketed more like as a skincare item versus necessarily a primer. But I love using this as a base for all my foundations, especially with the foundation that goes with this, but also just with whatever foundation I'm using. It just really makes sure the surface of my skin is nice and smooth. It keeps it nice and plump. And I just love the way that makeup goes over top of it. So this one is definitely a winner. I actually am running out of this. This is like almost completely empty. But I've been traveling so much over the past year that my skin really took a beating and it got so dry. And this is the one product that I can use that really just kind of fixes any dry patches and makes makeup actually look normal on top of it. Next up, I got a foundation. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is a foundation that I talked about last year in my yearly favorites video, but I don't care. I'm going to talk about it again because I love it. This is the MAC Face and Body Foundation. Now, this has been a long time favorite of mine, but especially over the past year or two, I've just really grown to love this. I am not a huge fan of wearing full coverage foundations every day. I really only wear more medium to full coverage foundations when I'm filming videos, and if I do, I normally wear the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, but for like an everyday wearable look, this is my go-to. It just makes your skin look so natural and buttery, but like you're not wearing any makeup, and I like that I can kind of sheer it out and use it almost like a tinted moisturizer, or build it up a little bit to get a bit more coverage. But yeah, it has such a dewy, glowy finish, and I just like that I can't see it sitting on my skin. If you guys have ever tried it before, oh my god, actually it's leaking. It literally is oozing out everywhere now, but it's a really watery foundation. It's almost unlike anything I've ever tried, and I cannot find anything better than this. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about this very long because I talk about it literally in every single makeup video. The Nars Creamy Concealer. This is hands down the best concealer for covering blemishes, dark circles. I even use it as a foundation sometimes if I want more coverage. But this thing is just, oh, it's a good one. I don't think I will ever not use this. This is a winner. Okay, next up, I want to talk a bit about face powders. Now, I feel like I'm about 2 years behind on the trend on this, but whatever. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and it is so beautiful. I've been using it maybe for the past 8-9 months, and I surprisingly like haven't made any big dents in this. Like, it doesn't look very well used at all, which is surprising. But yeah, you know what? I wasn't initially thinking that I was going to be a big fan of this just because I normally would prefer cream products to powders. But there's something about this formula. It's so buttery. It is very pigmented, but it is very blendable, so it's not too harsh. But yeah, I normally use these two colors here, like the more gray contour color and then the more warm one for bronzing up my skin. And I actually use like a mix of all three of the different highlighters. But yeah, overall, I'm just really impressed with the quality of this. So would definitely recommend. This has become a new holy grail for me. Okay, moving on to a little bit of blush. I love me a good bit of blush because it just makes the face look so much livelier, and ooh, I just think it makes any look so much better. Anyways, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Chic to Chic blusher in Love is the Drug. Now, I've moved on, well, not completely moved on. I normally use the Ecstasy blush, and that's what I've been kind of using for years. But over the past year, I got this shade, Love is the Drug, and I just think it's so nice. It's a lot brighter than the one that I normally wear, and it's a lot more of like a true magenta pink versus a really warm peachy pink. And it's what I'm wearing today on my cheeks. The formulation of this guy is really nice, and I also like how this one has like virtually no shimmer. I think it's completely matte. It might have a bit of a sheen, but I just really like the finish of it on the skin. If you guys have not tried a Charlotte Tilbury blush before, you gotta do it, I'm telling you. Sticking to cream products, I've got a cream highlighter here. This is the Glossier Halo Scope in Quartz. Now, I have a few of the different Halo Scopes, but this quartz shade is definitely hands down my favorite. And what I really like about this is that it has a little ring of like hydration, so it adds that glossy kind of like Vaseline-y finish on the cheeks, but you also get a little bit of sparkle with the outer ring that has a bit more of like the shimmer and color in it. I think if you just like dewy looking skin, you'll be a huge fan of this one. It's not too overwhelming and like blinding of a highlight, and you can really get away with it for everyday use. So love that one. Moving on to the opposite end of the spectrum, I have a blinding highlight here. I thought this wouldn't be right if I didn't include it, because whenever I have an event or something important and I have like a full face of glam on, this is the highlighter that I reach for. And I found I didn't really appreciate it until this year. Like I didn't really understand what all the hype was, but I kind of rediscovered it this year and this is just my go-to. Anyways, enough build-up. This is the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. Now I know everyone and their brother has this highlighter, but for good reason. It is definitely worth it. Ooh, that was my phone. I thought I turned my volume off. But yeah, this one in particular has seen better days. It has traveled with me. I've dropped it. It's been broken on airplanes. So I had to like mash it up and like, you know, repress it. So it looks a little wonky, but you know what? It still works. I just think it's the most beautiful kind of peachy golden highlighter that really is buildable, and you can get it looking like super, super intense. I have some of it on today. It's more of like, I don't know, I'd say a medium application. But yeah, I really just think it pulls together any look. And if you love the whole kind of golden goddessy makeup looks, I think you'd really be a fan of this. Next up, I've got some eyebrow products here. Now, I feel like you guys are gonna call me out for this because I think maybe about a year and a half ago, I made a video saying how I didn't like both of these products. But then after that, a makeup artist ended up using both these products on my eyebrows, and I swear my eyebrows had never looked better. So I ended up giving these a try again, and I fell in love. So yell at me in the comments for hating on these products. Dish it out. I can take it. I deserve it. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil and the Benefit Ready Set Brow Gel. Now let me start with the pencil. I feel like this past year has been the year of the eyebrow pencil for me. First off, I love the shade range of this collection. Shade 4 works for me perfectly. It's what I have on my eyebrows today. But they really do have a little bit of something for everyone. And it has a little spoolie on the end, which is perfect for kind of blending it together. And yeah, I just really like the way that this looks and wears on my eyebrows. Then to go over top, I don't necessarily do this every single time, but if I have like a long day or it's like a full glam and I want to really lock everything in place, I'll use this. So this one is the brow gel. Now it's basically like a clear hairspray for your eyebrows, like to the point that it kind of makes your eyebrows a little crunchy, but I kind of appreciate that because nothing will budge. So yeah, this has really changed the game for me because I don't even have particularly coarse eyebrows, but normally I would just use like a clear mascara and call it a day. But this one's really great because if I want to kind of feather out the tail of my eyebrows or comb them in a different direction, it just holds it. Like it just works. So yeah, this is absolutely incredible. Paired together, it's even better. I don't know why it took me so long to love these, but I'm here. I made it in the end. Next up, I got some lip products here, and I just get happy seeing all of these lip products because they are so good, and I truly could not live my life without them. First off, I got the Bite Agave Lip Mask. Now, I have perpetually dry lips. There we go, I can speak. And they're always kind of peeling and flaky and gross, and they're just never in a good state until I start using this. So I put this on every single night. It's like a thick layer of honey on them. It feels a little intense at first, but you'll get used to it. But this really just locks in all the moisture. Nothing can get in or out, and it just makes them so much better. So what I normally will do is use a lip scrub first, and then I'll slather this on my lips. And it just makes your lips so soft and better, and it heals them. And this is truly the best lip balm I've ever tried. So take it from me, I'm a lip balm addict. I've tried a ton of them. This one is so necessary, especially if you live in like a cold climate, or if you just have dry lips, no matter the season, you also need this. Next up, I have a lip liner, which probably is up there for the most used makeup product of all time. I mean, that is up there with the creamy concealer. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Liner in Pillow Talk. Now, I think I went through 4 of these lip liners this year. Like, I use it obsessively. I love it. I just love the look of a defined lip with even just lip balm on top or nothing on top. And this color is so perfect for my lips. It literally is like the exact same color. So if I draw a little bit like over the line, it just makes them look bigger. And I just think it's so great. The formula is amazing. It's really creamy. It glides on nice, but it wears really good. Anyways, I cannot say enough good things about this lip liner. If you have not tried it yet, what are you doing? It is definitely worth the hype. And yeah, I just love me some Charlotte, so could not live without this. Next up, a mega discovery, I never use the word mega. A mega discovery for 2017 was this Glossier lip gloss. Now this is just a clear lip gloss, and it doesn't look that exciting, but ooh, it is so good. I don't know what this is made out of or what they put in this that makes it so different, but this truly is such a unique clear lip gloss. It is not boring like you think it would be. It makes your lips look so plump and plush. And actually, you know what? I'm going to put a little bit more on because I don't think I have enough on right now. It just makes your lips look so glass-like and reflective, but it doesn't feel sticky or gooey at all. It is not just your average clear lip gloss, I'm telling you. Now I've got two eyeshadow palettes here for the winners of 2017. Now I kind of feel like I'm cheating with this one because I just got this like 2 months ago, but it was such a standout for me and I just instantly fell in love with it. I'm going to include it. This is the Nars the Nars Wanted palette. And ooh, it just has the most beautiful collection of matte warm tones with some shimmery cranberry, more fun colors. And I just really think you can create a big range of looks with this. And there's nothing I love more than a palette and being able to use every single color or envision how I'm going to use it. I know this one is a really hard one to get a hold of, so do your best finding this. I'm praying for you guys. The next standout eyeshadow palette for me is the Urban Decay Tenant eyeshadow palette. And this was part of the Basquiat collection, and I think it was just absolutely stunning. All the palettes and all the products from that collection were all inspired by his work. So they're so stunning, first of all. But when you open it up, look at how crazy that is. So first off, these are not the most wearable everyday colors. I mean, at least they're not my kind of everyday colors. But this palette has just been such a hit for me. I got a ton of use out of it, especially around Halloween time. I created this really fun mermaid look, and I used a bunch of these blues and greens and blacks. And the quality of these shadows is absolutely amazing. I also just really like how you get a good variation of mattes to shimmers in this palette. It's not like a glitter overload, which sometimes can be the case with Urban Decay palettes. I don't know, this palette just has a really special place in my heart because it always makes me feel so inspired and creative just when I pick it up and just look at the colors inside. This was actually what inspired me to create the mermaid look, this and this glitter pigment that I had. I was like, I have to make this cool look out of it. And that's how that tutorial was born. But yeah, this just kind of reminds me why I love doing makeup, and I love, you know, doing things that are different and creating fun makeup looks, and this is that for me. So excited about this, and I loved it. Next up, I got a little confession. Normally I would always say that I'm a gel eyeliner kind of girl. I just like the finish of gel eyeliner. I think you can get the most precise thin line with gel eyeliner, but I've been straying away. The one thing that just always puts me off of using gel eyeliner is that whenever I do it, I have to clean the brush right after, so that way my brush doesn't get ruined and the product doesn't get hard and dry on it. Anyway, so I thought I would dabble into the world of liquid liners and felt tip liners, and I love the Stila one. There's a reason everyone says the Stila eyeliner is the best, and it's just because it is. I've experimented with a bunch of other liquid liners this year, from like MAC to the Kat Von D ones to Essence and more drugstore ones. But this Stila one literally is just the best. It's waterproof, it lasts all day, it doesn't smudge. Now I'm not necessarily proud of this, but I think this just speaks to the longevity of the product. I had a day where I did my makeup in the morning, I put my eyeliner on, and then I went to bed, I fell asleep in my makeup, and I wore it again out the next day. I know that's disgusting, I've only done that once in my life. And it still looked great. It still looked perfect, it was sharp, it was like dark, it looked so good. And I just don't think there's any other liner that could have done that. So Stila, shout out to you. You're the best. Okay, and 2017 was definitely the year of setting sprays for me. I was always on the fence about whether they were even worth it, if there was a point to using them. But I definitely have fallen in love with the Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray. I've tried a bunch of different setting sprays this year. Now, what I look for in a setting spray is something that's going to make my makeup kind of, I don't want to say melt together, but I always reach for a setting spray when I have too much powder on my face. I just kind of want to like make it look less powdery and just make it all become one, if that makes any sense. So I want my setting spray to do that, and I also want a setting spray that's going to make my makeup last and not really move. And the All-Nighter, honestly, is just the best one out there. Actually, I was also wearing this setting spray the night that I slept over my makeup and wore it out again the next day. So maybe it was a combination of the two products. Next up, I want to talk a little bit about false lashes. Now, let me preface this a little bit. So this past year, I've really experimented with lash products. I've had lash extensions, I've had lash lifts, I've had lash tints. The only thing I haven't done is like that lash growth serum, but that's next on my list. I think ultimately in life, I just strive to have long, luscious eyelashes. As pathetic as that sounds, it's just my reality because I have short, stubby, downwards facing lashes. Now, the one thing that I don't like about all those things, especially eyelash extensions in particular, and if you've ever had eyelash extensions, you'll know this, but you have to be very careful with your eyes. Like, you can't just rub your eyes. You have to be very delicate with them. You can't put tons of makeup on it just because they'll get all wonky and they'll fall out and they'll just look funny. And I can't do that. I don't think I have that in my DNA. It's just not part of my core. I'll forget that I have them in and I'll just kind of rub my eye and I'll take out like probably $50 worth of eyelashes and I'll just ruin them. So as much as I love them and they look pretty, they're just not really practical for me. So on my journey to find luscious lashes, on my journey to find luscious lashes, that's like a tongue twister for me. I've really been trying a ton of different strip lashes and just like regular glue-on false lashes. My favorite ones, hands down, are the Kiss lashes. And I actually like the Kiss Lash Glue the best too. It beats out all the other ones in my opinion. But this one here is the, what are these called? The Lash Couture. This one is in Little Black Dress. I also really like Boudoir and I like Shy Lashes. Those three are like my top favorites. I'm actually out of the other two though, so I only have these ones left. I like these ones in particular because they're made out of faux mink, not real mink. But I just find that these are really flattering, especially for my eye shape. And they're actually really nice because you can clean them really easily. So what I'll do is take 99% alcohol and then put it on a Q-tip and then just kind of run it along the band where the glue was, and it'll remove any of the product and make them look as good as new. So I normally get like, I don't know, 5 to 6, sometimes even more uses out of this depending on how I care for it. Whew, all that talk about lashes though, I have literally none on right now, but you get the point. I like them. They're really fantastic. Okay, and moving on. Oh wow, is this already the last thing? This is the YSL Black Opium Perfume. Now, normally I'm not a perfume person. I've never gotten into it. I found that it would give me headaches and I just never understood why it's so expensive. But anyways, I tried this one out and I actually fell in love with it, which totally surprised me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really good at describing scents unless it's a Lush product, so I truly have no idea what's in this or how to describe this to you. It's not too floral, it's definitely sweet. But yeah, I just think that this smells really nice. It lasts really well on me, and this has pretty much been all that I've been wearing, especially towards like the last half of the year. So that is it. Those are all of my favorite products from 2017. I hope I didn't miss anything. I think that's it. Those are like my standouts, best of the best. Couldn't live without them kind of products. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this. Make sure you guys subscribe if you did. Let me know down below in the comments which products were huge standouts for you this past year or what new discoveries you found. I would love to hear from you guys. Anyways, I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!
Look at this mansion! Are you kidding me? So I was just like, oh, is there a bathroom I could use? Like, we've been in the car for a while. And they're like, okay, yeah, there's like 13 bathrooms. Which one do you want? Like, what? I'm a number 6 right now. Is this a pool? Oh my God.